Hello YouTube. Yes, this is Nite Misfortune, bringing yet another replay from the Supreme Commander 2 game. The tournament is the Serpents Open Fall 2020 tournament, and yes, Nite Misfortune is still sick. This is the first of the quarterfinal matches between Jarek and Iron Commander. A most exciting match because it is the battle of the old pros. Of course, the Iron Commander is a little bit older than Jarek, I believe. I'm actually not too familiar with Jarek. From what I understood, he played this game a couple of years ago, whereas Iron Commander left the game in like 2013 or 2012 maybe even. So, you know, this is going to be interesting to see. You know, I think their metas are probably very different, but also, you know, their times are also very different. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this match on Way Station Zeta. We're paused at 5 seconds. I'm going to set game speed to 3. Let's go ahead and pause in 3, 2, 1, play. And let's introduce our players. Starting with our player to the left, it is our blue Aeon Commander with the name of Alpha Jarek Sigma. I don't know, that probably has some significance, but I'm not too sure. And it looks like he isn't building a factory yet. There we go. There's 2 land factories queued up for Jarek and his opponent on the other side of the map. It is the one, the only Cyber Commander with the name of Iron Commander. The man of many names, but only one. That made no sense. Anyway, you know him. You know who he is. He's starting with, what do you expect? 2 land factories. Of course, it's Iron. Let's go. So far, this is a very, very characteristic Nite of Misfortune cast, I think. Oh boy. I'm excited to see what the comments will be on this one. Alright, MML's rolling off. Oh, looks like there is a research station for Jarek as well, and a mobile missile launcher is rolling off the line here. And Iron is already... what is he doing? He's sending bots to harass his opponent. Building a radar up front. Looks like he's also going to get vision. And Jarek is struggling for mass to build a radar because of that research station and all of the energy generators that he is building back here. Although he is suspecting that there might be a flank, so he's, I guess, sending a couple of tanks to the back here. Building even more energy. Is he just rushing for teleport straight up? If so, let's speed this up a little bit. Looks like he is picking off on this flank. There is another flank coming from the front. No, it looks like it's gonna go through the side here. Jarek is gonna have to be careful here not to get caught in between 2 armies here, but it looks like Iron is not really thinking about that. Just deciding to regroup his 1 bot, does lose 1 loyalist in the process. And so far, this is okay for Jarek. He has that research station that has been working for him. Actually, Iron Commander has also started with a research station. Have they been looking at the scores? Maybe they have. Maybe they absolutely have. Loyalists engaging the tanks. Of course, we all know how good Loyalists are. After that game between Rainbows and Amayoba, I think we have to question how good tanks are against Loyalists. Oh man, that was ridiculous. Go ahead and watch that map if you're interested. That was a good match, set of matches, or set of games rather. It was 1 match. Even I get confused with my own definitions sometimes. Mobile missile launchers here are not really doing anything. One of them does end up going down. And are there Brackmen here now? Yes, there are 2 Brackmen in this mix. Nice transition with Iron Commander, who has actually brought his commander up front here. And another factory in the weirdest spot for Iron Commander, but he likes to build those flanking factories. Oh, looks like Iron Commander is going to end up losing all of his units here, and I'm not sure why Jarek is just not pushing this. He can finish this. Oh, wow. Beautiful play from Iron Commander. Structure deadoing on that Aeon army. And wow, he escapes with less than 600 health there. That is insane. You know, there's a certain video that's going to come out today, and I wish I got that moment in there. That is absolutely an Iron moment. Holy crap. Absolutely amazing. That's, oh man, oh wow. I'm speechless. Such a clutch save. I don't know how low that commander was, but it was insanely low. Below 1,000 is always pretty dang low in terms of Supreme Commander. There's bada booms now in this mix, so we're taking a direct route to teleport. And wow, this game has just turned it to overdrive here, as Iron will probably not make the same mistake again. He doesn't really need to because he has unit detonate. There is teleport now. It was actually already there. I don't know why I didn't note it before. But he was actually teleporting before trying to get that commander. There's a structure detonate on this mass extractor player and probably a couple of bots. No, he doesn't need it. He can just walk over it and kill them all. Man, these bots are so powerful. Look at how many factories are coming out for Iron Commander as well. There are 6, 7, 8... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 being built. 6 for our AN player. Like, what? Our AN player is expanding quite a bit, however, so that is something that's going for him. Actually, there's an 11th here. That is an insane amount of factories. And it's just 11th minute. Jarek, you need more factories, dude. You're gonna get swarmed by the Zerg. Oh, I mean, Cybern. Oh, man. Still a composition of Brackman and Loyalist, however. No adapters, even though he is in that tech tree. So maybe... No, there's no way he wants to go Megaliths. I mean, nice control from Jarek. You can certainly see why he used to be good and why he's still good. And why, you know, he got here to this stage, to where he got. Brilliant playing so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy crap, I haven't seen this many factories in a long time. Nice teleport, and that is savage. Absolutely savage from Iron Commander. Getting almost all... Why are you teleporting on top? I mean, I think Jarek knows this is over. Teleporting on top of units, losing his army again. Now Jarek... Now, Iron Commander, I mean, does not have that many units over here, but I think it's still enough to clean up these tanks. And there's more trickling in. Iron doesn't even care about this forward factory. Gonna roll over completely. Looks like Jarek wanted to switch into air, but that obviously failed. I don't think I would have done that where he was. And yeah, these bots are now just gonna wreak havoc over Iron's base. Very well played, you know. I feel like this game was might have seemed one-sided, but I think Jarek was... It all came down to that clutch move in the middle of the map. Two unit detonates, and that's all she wrote. For this game, Iron Commander takes a 1-0 lead. We're going to jump to the second match of this best out of 3 second game. Jesus, I did it again. Oh boy, what is it with this map and me getting confused? Anyway, I'm going to jump to map 2. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Arctic Refuge. The match is Jarek versus Iron Commander. Iron Commander is up 1-0. Let's see if Jarek can pull it back. Speaking of Jarek, he is spawning in the left bottom corner of Arctic Refuge, and the faction is, of course, Aeon. I believe he was random before this tournament, but he has pulled Aeon twice in a row. Starting off with the same build, 2 land factories. And his opponent, Iron Commander, who's not doing his typical bot build, but I would say this build is also pretty standard. It is our blue Cybern Commander with the name of Iron Commander. And don't forget the underscore. The underscore is probably the most menacing part of that name. Alright, so there's an air factory and a land factory coming up for Iron. And both of these players will expand in 2 directions here. Let's go ahead and speed this up to 3, actually 5. And then we can slow it down once there is some action. There is, of course, a scout that's going to be coming out here. Iron Commander queues that A move. I'm actually very curious to see why he queues up an A move. Because if he queues up an A move, it's going to, I think, attack the first thing possible, which it did, and then he switched to a move. So I feel like it might have been just safer to queue an A or a move command. I don't know. Second land factory coming up right away from Iron Commander, seeing that this land push is going to probably be coming his way. And let's see if he's going to be doing the same thing that he did in another match on this map. Looks like, yes, he is sending those bots around. Engineers are going to start capturing both of these mass expansions And Jarek seems to be perfectly content with what he has. I'm not sure why he's not expanding with at least one of his engineers. Oftentimes we do see that. And it is very, very dangerous to give Iron Commander the advantage in economy. We saw what he could do with the same economy on Way Station Zeta. He was able to completely outspam. I think he ended up being 13 factories. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Bots are pushing on both sides. Oh, looks like the bots here. Oh yeah, they were just hiding. Are going to be moving here. There's 5 bots over here that Jarek is not picking up. Looks like he's preparing, or he's healing it, but there's no units over here. And an energy generator is going to fall. Probably this mass extractor as well. Well, although there is a tank here. Iron Commander is going to micro those away. Saving the bots. Man, I don't know how much health is on Iron Commander's bots, but they never freaking die. Oh, he has 1 star on them. But still, they never freaking die. Up to 4 factories now. 5th one is going to go down here in the center. Jarek's not too far behind, but honestly, this economic disadvantage is going to start biting him in the butt here pretty soon. Especially losing these mass extractors. That is a very rough spot to be in. Is point defense even coming down in the center? I'm not sure. Well, I think he's playing for the flanks now. So he wants to secure the middle, just in case Jarek goes for a base trade. He doesn't want to get accidentally sniped. So that is definitely a good point right there. He has enough units here to kind of hold him off, but the PD will just be a nice support point to fall back on. I would love to see more Brackman here, though. That's what it would be probably the best. Will they start focusing down the engineer? I'm not sure that's the best target here. But there's more tanks coming in, so I guess the engineer was probably the best he could hope for here. But he instead gets a mass extractor in addition to the engineer. Looks like he backs off on the right because Jarek just sent an obscenely ridiculous amount of tanks back here. Looks like this is actually the same build from Jarek. He is wanting to get to that teleport. Is there bottom booms yet? No bottom booms yet. But of course this is a little different because he has a worse economy, much worse economy right now. And he's already beginning to be outspammed by the Cybern player. And once Iron Commander is finished with expanding in the top left and the bottom right, he will be able to afford so many factories or transitions to Omega. Well, looks like he's going with factories again, so. Apologies, like my congestion just came over me in this game. Wow, I'm really hoping it's better tomorrow. Thankfully, I only have 1 game to be cast because the second quarterfinal was live cast, so don't have to bother with that. But anyway, goodness gracious, these bots are just coming back, somehow finding damage. There's even a shield on this factory. That doesn't matter. Bomber run coming in, because why not? I think unit detonate also happened. Jesus Christ. You know, Iron Commander just, now that I look back at this tournament, just the whole way through, before this game, is like, and including this game, is just so solid. So incredibly solid. I don't know why there's an anti-air tower coming up here. Well, I guess there's plenty of air, but I don't know. Not enough to warrant an anti-air factory, or tower. I always call them factories. That's another thing I do. Alright, bombing run coming in. Nice bombing run. No split there. There's way too many units to really split at this point. You really need to... whatever grouping you split, chances are your opponent is still going to bomb that group. So, just getting no damage done. Iron Commander, however, splitting into 2 groups, microing. As always, he can micro flanks and he can micro main armies. Oh my goodness, that Brackman fire. Holy moly. Slow it down here as another bombing run is coming in, and now Iron Commander knows that he has the upper hand, doesn't even need a unit detonate. There's a teleport that's a little too late now, and a unit detonate to seal the nail in the coffin, and Jarek is just going to get bombed and Brackman and the Loyalist to death. Beautiful game by Iron Commander. winning the match against Jarek 2-0, and don't let that deceive you. I think Jarek is a very powerful player by the things I've seen in this tournament. Iron Commander is just too damn good. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this very, very congested video, please do like and subscribe to my channel. I even feel bad for making you check out my Patreon, so don't check out my Patreon just yet. Let's do that tomorrow. How about that? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. There's going to be another video tonight, a very special video that I've mentioned, and actually there's going to be a whole lineup of similar videos, so keep an eye out on that. And of course, the Invitational next weekend, don't forget about that. It should be amazing games. There's actually going to be a little prize that I'm doing for whoever can guess the most accurate predictions for the tournament. Will receive a prize at the end of the tournament, obviously. And so you can make those predictions if you are part of the Discords. There are links on that. I'll probably put it in the video down below as well, so go ahead and check that out. And yeah, I think that's all I got for you today. Hope you've enjoyed the match, and take care, YouTube.